And there they go.
Welcome back to RacingNews.com. I'm Magic, and a field of 12 males will go into the gate for the Pegasus World Cup at Gulfstream Park. We just don't know which 12 yet, but they've released the names of the 12 that were invited to go, along with 7 also eligible. So we at least have an idea, and with me to talk about the races, Aaron Halterman. Aaron, the Pegasus has kind of changed and morphed a lot over the years in its short history. It used to be the richest race in the world at one point. Owners would put up $1 million stake to try and see who had the best horse, and well, now we're down to this. It's a $3 million purse, but I think overall it's a better card because we also have the turf race and the Filly Mare Turf, which will be inaugural this year. But let's focus on the Pegasus World Cup. Your initial thoughts, Aaron, looking at the list of the invites.
Well, I totally agree with you, first of all, that they've made it better each year from an overarching card standpoint of just getting bigger races. You know, the first Pegasus, I can remember Jared and I being there, and it was California Chrome versus Arrogant and all this hype, and it's like $100,000 stakes races were all they had on the card. We still have a few of those, and, you know, those are fine. I'm not against those. I'm just saying, if we're going to make this a huge day, you got to have big races around it, and they've done a great job. So I'll give them credit for that. Also, other than really 1 year, you know, it's been a really good race, and this year might be the best one ever if Knicks Go and Life is Good do end up matching up. As we sit here right now, a couple of weeks from the race, that's supposed to happen. Knicks Go, Life is Good, both doing well, both working out, and both pointing towards that race. Obviously, those are the two big ones that you look at and go, wow, that's going to be quite a matchup. You know, one thing as I look through these horses that got invited, the theme of the Pegasus has been the winner's pretty logical, and then the runner-up sometimes is a bomb, like something just crazy, and it's like, where did that come from? Independence Hall? What? You know? So that's kind of what I look through for that. It's like, I'm going to go Life is Good, Knicks Go on top. I think you'd have to be nuts. One of those two. Haven't decided yet, but one of those two are going to be the pick. And then it's like, okay, can I, like a chess chief, get second and spice it up and maybe split the two of them if they're worn out and one of them kind of quits? Dr. Post, I don't know, you know, a Happy Saver type. So I kind of look for that long shot, you know, as I look through these as well. Who can hit the board and really spice up the exotics? Because we've been lucky enough to have that happen over the last few years.
So it's way too early. We don't know the posts. We don't know the jockeys. We really don't even know the full fields or anything. But I'm going to ask you anyway, looking at this race in its history, whenever there's two horses going in, it looks like this is going to be a big showdown. You talked about Arrogate and Chrome. Arrogate won and Chrome was nowhere to be seen. City of Light versus Accelerate. City of Light wins. Accelerate nowhere to be seen at the finish. So history kind of tells us one of these horses isn't going to be around at the finish. Which one is not going to win the Pegasus World Cup?
So here was the kind of the problem with this one compared to the other ones you just mentioned, where it was very similar situations. In all those other situations, neither horse was really, I need the lead. I want to be on the lead. I'm all speed. You look at these two, Life is Good and Knicks Go. That's all they are. Life is Good has never trailed at any point in a race in his whole career. And the last time Knicks Go was behind a horse early was way back in November of 2019. Since then, he's always at least been ahead at the half-mile pole. That's the key. I think, honestly, I just think Life is Good is a little bit faster than Knicks Go, and I have a feeling whoever gets that lead early is going to be able to put the other one away because the other one really doesn't want to be behind, and I think that's going to mess with their style. So right now, I think Life is Good is that horse for me. I think he's projecting in the right way where Knicks Go kind of feels like it's, you know, one more swan song and then we're kind of done. I don't think we've seen the absolute best from Life is Good yet. I think we know, you know, we have seen that from Knicks Go, even though it is really, really good. If I had to sit here today, I'm going to take Life is Good. I could change my opinion. I think the draw is going to matter. Usually I wouldn't think so as much, but with two horses that have speed like these two, I do think that draw will end up mattering.
Along with the configuration of Gulfstream Park, when they go a mile and an eighth and there's 12 horses in the gate, it's a pretty quick run into that first turn for that outside horse. We saw Gun Runner with Florent Giroux succeed from that, so it's not impossible, but definitely whichever horse gets the inside draw and inside jump on the other will have the advantage. Over at RacingDudes.com, we're going to have the inside track wagering guide for the Pegasus World Cup, the entire card put together by this man right here, Aaron Halterman. And one of the things that we do special for a race like the Pegasus or a day like the Pegasus, Aaron and Jared Welch, who's the other racing dude, put together what's called a live bankroll article. And Aaron, just real quick, let the fans know, if they don't know what the live bankroll article is, what it is and why it's special.
Yeah, we give you race by race exactly what we're going to bet on the big stakes races. So I think there's 7 stakes races that are going to be that day. So we'll have a race by race analysis and then exactly what we are going to bet. And you can either follow along with us, like a lot of people do. You can kind of take what we do, add what you kind of think, and do a little bit of combination as well. We try to set a $300 bankroll usually. If you want to play more, you can do that. If you want to play less, you can do that. But we're just kind of giving you a guideline of exactly what we're wagering on those big 7 races. It's been pretty successful last year. I know the live bankroll made about $150, so that was good. Overall, as I pull this up, we've done this 7 times now, and we have a 28% ROI through those 7 times. If you would have played every one of them, you're up $815 going into this Pegasus, and we started at the Breeders' Cup in 2020. So, they have a lot of success. They're a lot of fun. And, like I said, last year we did pretty well at the Pegasus, and hopefully we can repeat it.
Well, we also did pretty well at the Breeders' Cup, especially when Knicks Go won. Aaron Halterman, I think I lifted you about 6 feet up in the air when Knicks Go won because we turned a nice profit at the end of that weekend. Yep. So make sure you check that out over at racingdudes.com. At youtube.com/racingdudes, you can catch all of our live stream shows. You can see the major stakes previews, the recaps, full coverage of the Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Oaks Trail, and, of course, the Pegasus World Cup. Let us know below who you think is going to win the Pegasus World Cup this far out. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you like it. Tell all your friends. We'll see you at the track.
Racing Dudes Preview. Racing Dudes Preview. And there they go.